Okay, hello, I am devilkit and welcome back. We got things working again. I wanted to make sure everything was fine, so I loaded up the first mission. I already passed it, the last game. He still gotta remember the controls a little. And yes, auto pickup loot. Ooh. And it's this Soul Eater helm again. Well, anyway, so I'm just doing this again to get you more of the gameplay, and I thought I'd turn auto attack on. Auto attack, resume. Thank you. So, like any of these kinds of games, auto attack is kind of a big deal, kind of important, because that's how you could just go ahead and just auto attack, basically. And sometimes when you get like mobbed up, instead of continuously clicking on the mobs or the group, so you could just click on one and that's it. Whereas if you didn't, it would be kind of sucky to keep attacking the same mob, and you get grouped up like you did right there, and you can't target the one mob that's near death because you just can't select him. So I like having auto attack on, clicking on one guy, and just going at it. So as you can tell, I'm getting better at the game. 1, 2, 3 are your hotkeys for your skills. And it's fun. It's interesting. So my first skill is like an arrow. It doesn't go that far, but it stuns, so it's pretty cool that it stuns. Ooh, pets. I think they're pets. Need stripe pantsu. If you know what that means. Shimpan panties! Yes. You can call me a pervert. So that was me just kiting around being cheap. Literally, that's me being cheap. But the game's fun. There's not too much to it. This is just slightly harder because I unlocked a new difficulty for this stage. Like I said, I cleared it before. I forgot my train of thought on the last video. All I did was just upload it while I was fixing my net cache and everything, clearing that out. Oh, what the hell? I thought I was targeting and hit him. Do you dare run from me? Okay, that's freaking useful. I could just just teleport over to guys who stay at range. That's extremely useful. I don't know if these crazy regen levels on HP and MP is gonna exist. I just don't know. And kind of aiming my one is a little hard, because there's no real way to aim it, I guess you could say, and it just kind of, there's guys more south to kill. And and if you're trying to aim southward, you can't really see. There's no zooming out. So what you have to do is kind of, see, I try to position myself south of the mob so I could have a better view of attacking him north. Game really does need a hey, I want to drop the caltrops. Like, some of the hotkey spamming just doesn't work for some skills. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it was, like I said, server lag or some other circumstance. And that's me. As you see, they're all stunned. It's because I used my teleport technique right in the middle of the group. I didn't really move that far, but when you teleport in and out, you know, you actually stun the mobs around you. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's see. I'm full on items. I can't pick up any of this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and go into inventory screen and have a look at what I picked up. Now, I still don't know what this transmute button does because there's no, like I said, you know, tooltip pop-up that explains. I would kind of probably like that, but there's, you know, just, I said this a few times before, there's not enough information on the items themselves to, like in-game. I'm pretty sure it's right here in the user guide, but in-game there's just no way to tell exactly what you're doing. You know, so, I mean, look, there's even a question mark up here and you can't really click on it to find out more, you know. But, you know, it's not that this game's, you know, this game's, like I said, it's in beta. It's the first first closed beta phase. It's pretty darn fun. I like it. You know, I didn't get too far yet. I heard there's a hub city where you can meet other players, but I just haven't gotten there yet. And there's more icons down here for more options, as you could tell in this menu, but they're not enabled. You know, it just has me thinking, like, what else is there? Yeah, so I clicked on that. That was my items, and there's this, you know, this. What are these for? Item creation, item fusing. I'm a little in anticipation because there's no like tooltips that pop up. I understand there's none now. They probably really want to put tooltips to give more information to the players, but you know, you really got to just keep thinking like, oh, I'm loving these caltrops so much. Like it's no joke. But no, I'm stalling again, trying to make my point. But you really gotta think like how much more better information you would have if you could get tooltip information. Leia with 15 kills. So it'd be nice if these items actually like I mean they probably do have a little bit of a glow to them, but it would be nice to have like an actual like pickup filtering system where you could just be like whatever items I click on, I only pick up like these green magical items, for example. But you know, there's no like loot option like that where you can only pick up certain kind of loot. And you know, some people want that, some people don't, but I just like loot filtering options and inventory management. You know, some people will be like, well, this is going to be a game on iOS and Android and PC and Mac, and I'm like, well, this game's potentially very good where you want to play it more on PC than your mobile devices. You know, this has a lot of potential on a PC platform as a free-to-play game. Now, I did talk about some of their business model last time, that they were going to go ahead and do premium items, but also DLC, you know, like missions and probably areas and stuff like that. Why am I not teleporting? I should be teleporting so I could get a stun in. There we go. So there's a lot of interesting monetization that they're doing. And it's limited to cosmetic items and like DLC, which is good. You know, that's how I kind of prefer. This kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked focusing on killing. You can tell I don't do a lot of actual game commentary while I'm playing too much. I like to do a lot of post, but you know, because in post I could collect my thoughts and whatnot and actually make a valid statement and write a script instead of doing it on the fly. Now, the cool thing, the real cool thing about just, I don't even know what transmute does, but I'm just going to do it anyways. I can make inventory space. I just heard a wolf. There you are. And one of the things, like I said, with any kind of business model, is you want to cater to your fan base, give them options and fun stuff. And some people are like, well, I don't want to pay for everything. And I'm like, probably one of the best free-to-play with a very good business model is actually Dungeons and Dragons Online. If you ever played DDO, a lot of the things are you buy optionally, and it's account unlocked, meaning all your characters on your account could access these places. So I would like to see a lot of, you know, global account unlocks. You know, which including costumes and stuff like that. I don't want it one-time inventory, and if I accidentally drop it, bug out, or get a glitch, I just lose my item or something like that. You know, I really do like account-bound items because then it can never be stolen. You know, it can never be stolen from you, and more cunning. We need more cunning, and it just makes me like think more that if you could have things account bound when I know I'm losing my train of thought entirely because it's already like late at night, and this is when I usually just wind down and do nothing. So anyway, this is where the monetization just intrigues me about any game. You know, there's some games where I absolutely love them for months and months and months and wanted to throw them money, but they had a horrible business model. Horrible business model. Or they made a change where, because I was a non-subscribing player, but I still bought stuff, you know, like monthly, but you know, it would maybe only be like $5, but it could be up to like $50, you know, depending on what kind of stuff they had on sale. But I really like things that are account unlocks and tied to your account. That would be very good for like DLC, where it opens up new levels and areas and such like that. And you know, I think it would be cool to also have your costume items actually account bound. You know, you could have them account bound or giftable, and you know, you could gift them to your friends, or you know, however you want to do it, or sell it, you know, in game to other players if you want. I don't know how you do that, since there doesn't seem to be a player-run economy just yet. But like I said, I'm barely getting started, and I really like this game so far. I like I said, I like the aesthetic. So, some people will be like, "Oh, this is not good enough. It's not super HD. It doesn't have quadruple lighting particle effects and dithering." I'm like, well, just shut the hell up. This game kind of brings me back to my favorite era of video gaming, which was late 90s, early 2000, where you know, games kind of like had this kind of aesthetic. So it's a bit of a throwback for me, but I enjoy the throwback a lot. You know, So I may be partial that way, but ooh. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't want that because it's fortitude and cunning, and I don't think it's light armor because it's soldier greaves. They're not wraps. I think greaves are heavy armor. I think. Yeah. So anyway, um, I am curious about the business model so far, and I know they're not going to be pay to win, which makes me very, very, very happy. But they're going to do a lot of cosmetic items, and the cosmetic items, makes me think because Mabinogi does an insane amount of like costume items, and I, their game engine's actually like tired looking, and their worlds, it's it's not that I'm trying to directly compare Mobby to this, but when they've been around since 2003, and for as long as I've played it, mostly in like the past year than previously, but I just thought the combat system was terrible. I thought a lot of things about it were just terrible at its core gameplay, but its appeal, its massive appeal, was its cosmetic items. It really was to me. I could really care less about end game and story. I mean, sure, they have some really good stories and quest lines in there, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes I just don't want a story. I just want to play and have cool items. So I'm just thinking if this will deliver that to me in the long run or not. But if you've always wanted to play Torchlight or Diablo, but you didn't have money, you're either too broke, too lazy, or you're too young to really have access to your own online funds, this would be a great alternative. I don't see too many action RPGs. Spicy sushi, yum yum. Yeah, so as you can see, there's like little locks right here. I didn't see that the first time around, but I'm assuming you could probably like purchase through the premium store global account unlock for your account. I would really appreciate things to be more account bound than character bound, because you could always delete characters and such like that. When you have an account bound where your whole account and all your characters across your accounts could have a second item slot, that would be really awesome. Let's see, what other things I'm trying to think of that'd be great for like purchasing. But maybe you could have like a subscription option, which is similar to like Star Trek Online, where you get extra like cash shop, a stipend, and then extra XP and rewards. I don't exactly know how they're gonna fully go in what directions in this game, but maybe you just get like maybe 30% more EXP and those. I don't even know what the currency is. I really don't. But it makes you like the in-game currency, not the premium currency. This is my kitty. Yeah. So things I'd like to see, is probably rebindable controls. Yeah, that's my huge knock on it, is rebindable controls ASAP, because not everybody could play with mouse and keyboard in the way that they're presenting it. And this game's a beta. There's lots of cool things about it, lots of other things, and I know I'm sharing my thoughts and spewing it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I know friends are trying to talk to me right now. My girlfriend, she just saw the first video, well, second video technically, the first video with footage in it of the game, and she's all, "Yep, I'm sold, got it." So she's gonna be joining this in here. I don't know if she's gonna be joining a We Play series with me though, because it's she's well, let's just say very, very shy. It took a long time for her to open up to me, so I'm happy she did though. We're very happy together, but she doesn't like, I guess, being known. But yeah, so maybe there'd be interesting. Maybe there'd be dyes or skin choices. So it'd be interesting just to see what kind of extra things happen, because you know, you got your equipment tab here, and then you've got, what is this? It's blank, but it's got like a little demon face. It looks like a mask almost, or to me, you know, because I'm absorbed with Japanese culture somewhat, because I do like animes, it looks like a kitsune mask, fox mask, for those of you who are, you know, you don't know the word kitsune. So, which is also a delicious sushi, by the way, but it means fox. And it makes me think where to go with this game. Right now, it's pretty lean, you know, or maybe even this right here might be the like a costume tab where you could put on different costumes and look different and stuff like that. No, bad kitty, you're not supposed to be. No, 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 kitty, ah! She's trying to play with my microphone cord again, and I'm like, no, 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 no. So now she's trying to play with my hand. So anyway, I'm ending it here. I know I said I'd end it a few minutes ago, but I had extra thoughts, and I shared them with you. So, this is me doing that time, and we're gonna go ahead and probably play a few more and see how far the game takes us, because it's a first wave beta, you know, and this is kind of bare bones right now, but you know what? I like what I'm playing with so far, you know? There's some games I actually paid money for, and I haven't gotten this kind of enjoyment out of, and I'm getting the enjoyment out of this one, and you know what? It's gonna be free to play. Can't top free, especially if it's good and given to you for free. Alright, thank you. See you next video.